This is your boy Big Raj. These damn Celtics, man. Just too much for the Dallas Mavericks tonight. I figured it was going to be this kind of a blowout in game one. Not surprised at all. But let's talk about it. Yeah, man. I figured it would be this kind of a blowout. I'm not shocked at all. I'm not shocked at all. This is crazy. And the entire team showed up tonight. The entire team showed up for the Boston Celtics. They started off extremely hot. They let the Mavericks come back a little bit in the third quarter, and then Boston, like Boston does, turns it up yet again. So, of course, Boston's going to take game one. Let's go over some of the stats for this game. So, for the Celtics, Al Horford has 8 points. Jason Tatum has 13. Jaylen Brown has 21. Drew Holiday has 9. Derek White has 15. Porzingis, who's coming back from injury, looks fantastic tonight. Has 20 points in 21 minutes. And they're doing what they're supposed to do. And the Boston Garden, taking care of business. For the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford only has 8 points. Luka has showed up. Luka got 30 points. He's playing pretty well. Kyrie Irving, I understand, you don't like Boston because of the way they treated you. But you got to show up, brother, especially for game two. He only has 12 points tonight. PJ Washington, this stage might be too big for you, brother. You only got 12 points tonight, too. They need you to be that third option. And it's just not happening tonight. Derek Jones only has 5 points, and Max Kleber only has 2. And Derek Lively, the backup center, he has no points tonight, and he's in foul trouble. So that's another thing. He needs to show up as well if they're going to have a chance in this series. But there's only one game so far. There's only one game. Boston showed up tonight. Jason Tatum is not even having his best game, and they're just blowing him out. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's game one. I think this game one is going to be a wrap for real. Kind of really sucks. But that's what you should expect, though. You should expect this type of thing, especially from a team like, the Celtics. But hey, it is what it is. It's game one. We'll see what happens game two. But in other news, since I'm on here, we got some Laker news. We might be getting a new coach other than JJ Redick. So see about that. Let's see about that real quick in here. Let's see what they talking about in these YouTube streets. Yeah, they was talking highly of this cat right here. Talking about this cat right here, Dan Hurley. Let's see what they talking about in these YouTube streets. Let's see what they talking about.
Smith, he's Bob Myers, Michael Wilbon. Joining us here in Boston is Josh Hart. So let's dive into this Lakers coaching search a little bit here, Bob. You have been a part of these conversations in your time with the Golden State Warriors. When you're looking to find a head coach for a group that not only has veterans that are looking to win another title, but also has this young core that they're trying to develop, how do you weigh who the best candidate is?
It's really hard, Malika. I mean, it's hard to find players, but it's almost harder to find the right coach. But just like a business, there's a right CEO for the right time. But college and the NBA is very different. In the NBA, the coaches drive the car, but they don't build the car.
So the coaches don't drive the car; they build the car. Okay. Well, Dan Hurley, if you haven't heard, is a candidate, well, a top candidate to be the Los Angeles Lakers' next head coach, coming from UConn, won the last two national championships with them. Very highly touted. Could come and help the Lakers uh, get back on top. Bring LeBron James back, get to sign that long term deal. Well, not long term, but maybe 2 year deal if he decides to come back with the Lakers, and maybe bring his son Bronny with him. Old Bronny James might be a Laker after all if they can pull this off. But let's see what else they have to say.
College, they get to do both. This guy played for Jay Wright. He recruited him and he taught him how to play. Coach Hurley goes to the Lakers. He's not getting to decide necessarily who's on his team. So that's a big shift for college coaches. So can he coach? Yeah, he can coach. He's a great coach. Josh will tell you over here, coaching's a big part of winning, but managing talent is another part of winning. What kind of partnership do you have with ownership, with management? So more than any other sport, an NBA player, and Josh is, you know him or you may be one of them, have more power than any players in any other league. So you can't treat them the same way you would a college player. So
I mean, he's right. You can't treat them in the same way you treat them in college. He's right. But I don't know, man. I'm not sure about this. To be honest with you, I wanted Darvin Ham to stay. I wish Darvin Ham didn't get fired, but it just had to happen, man. I mean, he couldn't get the job done. He couldn't get the job done with the Lakers. Yes, he got them to the Western Conference Finals the year prior, but this year it just seemed like he could never get his coaching under wrap, especially with the squad that he had. You know, too many too many different lineups. Not enough cohesiveness early on with the Lakers. So, and then they ended up playing the Denver Nuggets in the first round. So I mean, they were the defending champions. They beat the Lakers 10 straight times before the playoffs even started, and they came into the playoffs and whooped their ass again. So, and it's crazy because the Lakers were, I think, leading in every game at halftime. They were leading in every game at halftime, and they just found ways to lose to them. So now we're in a situation where we're looking at college coaches, to try and help us get the job done. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Let's see what else is happening though. Let's see if I can find some other stuff. Man. I wish this game wasn't a damn blowout tonight. I mean, the NBA Finals is supposed to be special, man. It's supposed to be good, man. I mean, damn. Boston just came in there and just whooped the dog crap out of the Mavericks. It's just insane. It is insane. I'm not surprised. I am not shocked. Not at all. Not at all. It's just crazy. Craziness. Hopefully Kyrie shows up in game 2. They're going to definitely need him and Derek Lively to get it together if they're going to have any chance in this series. I mean, granted, Boston does have a great defensive team, though. I will give them that. They're showing highlights right now of Boston's defense against against these these Dallas Mavericks. It's just crazy though, just insane to say the least. Hmm. Man, he's oh, yeah, about 22 points. Thank God this game is almost over with. Thank God this game is almost done. It's pop. What else is popping off tonight? Let's see. Let's see what else is popping off tonight. Let's see what else is popping off tonight. Let's see what else is popping off.
Maybe you heard the Clippers are cursed.
I do want to see the Clippers series. I watch it. Gotta check that out. Gotta check that out.
FX is clipped. Now streaming.
Especially with
Why did no one tell Maryland drivers about this new rule?
especially with your boy playing Doc Rivers, Lawrence Fishburne. Gotta definitely see that. That sheen on top of his head, trying to be
Think about Dan Hurley trying to go from college
trying to be Doc Rivers.
and is the Lakers the right fit for him?
I mean, I like the fact that he wants to go to the NBA, just like Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan, right, was in Florida.
Yeah, Billy Donovan.
So I mean, you
Definitely want to hear Gilbert Arenas' take on this. Definitely want to hear his take and a couple other people's take on this Dan Hurley thing. I mean, this might be a big deal for the Lakers, though. I hope it is for their sake, but who knows?
already dominated college, and then the Hurley family, they known for, from their dad on up. So it's a basketball family. All the Hurley.
How many college coaches just came in and actually been successful within their first 2-3 years? Right, not like they kept that job and kept around versus getting fired. And
Short list.
I know Patino, right? Did he come straight from college to the Boston?
Tino, went from college to the Celtics, I believe. Brad Stevens, Stephen Butler coming to Celtics.
Now
It's a short list.
It's a not yet.
and how many years did Brad?
John Calipari.
Failure.
Yeah, failed. So Beeline went from Michigan to the Cavs. He was 14-40.
Brad Stevenson went straight from college to.
Brad Stevens went from Butler, I believe, to Celtics.
Yeah.
So Billy Donovan, they tried to get him to leave Florida years ago, didn't do it, but went from Florida to Oklahoma City Thunder. Obviously now with the Bulls, he has a career record of 399, 319. Fred Hoiberg,
Yep.
115 and 155.
150, 155.
Dude. Yeah.
So Gilbert Arenas, Kenyon Martin, and a couple other people on this panel are talking about all the coaches that, left college and went to the NBA and didn't do so well. Can Dan Hurley break that curse? I don't know. But I don't know.
Because these guys go to these either you like this situation, right? Hurley. If he go to just the wrong team for him, right?
Yep.
You never coached in the NBA. You never coached in the NBA. You coach guys who, how many NBA guys? No, how many NBA guys has he coached in college that made it to the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Couple, maybe.
One,
right?
maybe.
So now you got a room full of them. You never coached any of them. You don't know what what it looked like, what the locker room is, what it's a different dynamic. Should be more interested in a younger team.
And that's what he said. He was.
Yeah, you're a hell of a coach. Start younger, Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Start somewhere like that, like where you can imprint on what they're trying to do. Memphis, Atlanta. So I'm just saying, like one of these younger teams.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a hell of a pressure first job if it's a no-win situation. Because you got to win if you come college. Like you're very successful because you won back-to-back national championships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kenyon Martin's right. You got to come in there. You got to get the job done. You can't be coming in there and, straight up losing, straight up not knowing what to do, straight up, wasting. If LeBron does come back, wasting his last couple years in the league, you got to come out. You got to come out hot. You got to come out on fire. So, I mean, that's a tough thing, man, especially for those college coaches, especially for them. But this is the situation the Lakers put themselves in, especially when they fired, Darvin Ham. But like I said before, it is what it is.
You don't know what's on the other. I understand challenges and challenging yourself and all that, but you don't know what's on the other side of that. You just left a job that you can have for the next 40 years to uncertainty of this Lakers, because they getting ready. Listen,
2 years max.
2 years, Jack.
You out of there.
You got a 6-year guaranteed $32 million. You're going to get. He doesn't have to win another national championship.
Yeah, but he has the potential now.
He's good. No, I'm saying, but he is good at UConn for the duration until he decides he wants to retire. He got 2 national championships.
Yeah, so back-to-back, but he has the potential if he comes back this season to be the first coach of three-piece since John Wooden.
So why wouldn't you want that? And if you do that, you submitted in history of fucking college basketball, and you like I said, he don't have to win another, and then you put one on top of it, and you go into a job that's uncertain, and they getting rid of coaches in 2 years. Like come on, man, that's risky. That's risky business, man. I understand you want to challenge yourself, and it's a great opportunity to coach in the NBA. But if you're gonna do it, go to a younger team.
Facts. I agree. Should go to a younger team, but he probably won't. The Lakers gonna give him that. They're gearing up to give him the biggest bag ever, probably that he'll ever see. So I doubt he turns that down. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it.
So, so Woj pointed out it's the 20-year anniversary of the Lakers back in 2004. Tried to make a push for Coach K, offered him a ton of bread to leave Duke. Coach K ended up staying.
It sounds like
I wanted Coach K too. At one point, I wanted Coach K to coach Kobe, especially when we got Mike D'Antoni. Man, I was pissed those years, man. I wanted Mike Krzyzewski to come over, but it is what it is. Like I said, with that also.
Big 3-ish, right? He just signed an extension, right? You just throw it out there, right? You just throw it, oh, look what we offered him, trying to pursue him. Like, I get it, right? This is not saying, the wording is not saying they have came to an agreement, right? It's not like they came to an agreement, this is going to be a new coach.
They're just in hot pursuit.
So, hey, Woj, the Lakers offered me. We in talks with the Laker backup account that I'll be signing for a 3-year deal, $32 million. Right, that's just as real as the one that you just reported. Okay. The only great part of this Laker job, the only plus is who's on it right now, right? Which means as a coach, I know my record's not going to be 9 and motherfucker whatever. I know I'm going to be around 50%, right? will be probably around 48 to 55 wins. I know that with two guys that I have on this team, depending on what they're doing this summer, depends on when they're going to get, more rings. So as a coach, I get to start off my NBA record with a plus, right? If I do anything in the playoffs or some high probable thing that we can probably make it deep in the playoffs or win a championship with the people I have so much leverage if I'm trying to go back to where I came from.
Interesting. Interesting. But hey, the NBA Finals game 1 is finally over. It looks like Boston has won. Like I said before, 107 to 89. Jason Tatum had 16 points. Everybody else did some. Let me see what the stats is real quick. See what the stats are for the final score of this riveting game that we had. This riveting game. Let's see what the final stats are. Oh Lord have mercy. So yeah, Jason Tatum had 16, Jaylen Brown had 22, Porzingis had 20, Drew Holiday had 12, Al Horford had 10, Derek White had 15. Looks like everybody showed up. Looked like a team effort. That wasn't a one-man performance tonight. So special kudos to Boston. Like I said before, Luka had 30. Kyrie only had 12. PJ Washington had 14. And Daniel Gafford stuck with 8. So, yeah, for Dallas to try to come back and win game 2, they're going to have a better effort overall. Kyrie Irving's going to have to definitely show up. And he's going to have to definitely get it cracking, man. He's going to have to get it cracking for real. Because, I mean, it sucks, though. It sucks that this is what we got for game 1. I mean, we waited all this time, for the NBA Finals to start. And this is what we get from it. We get a blowout. And I'm pretty sure every Boston fan is happy, as they should be. Every Boston fan should be happy. But this is not what I wanted. This is not what a majority of the fans want. We want riveting basketball. And game 1 just wasn't it. It wasn't it at all tonight. So it is what it is. I see what adjustments the Dallas Mavericks make for game 2. Hopefully they get their stuff together and they, have a better game plan. Hopefully Kyrie, has a better game overall too. And he doesn't. And he shows up for Luka because Luka did everything that he could do to try to win the basketball game. Kyrie missed a lot of wide open shots tonight. And you can't be doing that. So it is what it is. Like I said before, like I've been saying this entire time, it is what it is. Got to play better, guys. Got to play better. Anyway, game 1 is over with. I did, I just wanted to come on for a little bit, talk about a couple things, mainly with the Lakers, mainly with, this NBA Finals disappointment. But it is what it is. We should be having more content in the near future. I think Byron is going to be previewing game 2 for you guys. We'll be doing a live stream on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. We're doing a live stream for NXT Battleground and also the NBA Finals game 2. So stay tuned. It'll be more than just me on here. I guarantee you that it won't be just me. There'll be a bunch of us on here. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. Keep it locked in on the Flex Zone podcast. This is your boy, Big Raj. Like I said before, the Celtics are just too good, man. I have them winning this entire series, but I just want the Dallas Mavericks to make it riveting, at least show up like you did in the Western Conference playoffs. Show up. We'll see what happens going forward. But anyways, I am out of here. I'm tired, and I shall see you guys later. Peace.